Good morning, it's Buddy DeWar for your weekly legislative update. It's February 28th, the day before leap year, the 29th. We have 10 more days of the legislative session. We're getting near the end. In fact, there's no more committee meetings, only a few specially called committee meetings, but there's no longer any scheduled committee meetings. So we're getting down to the end of the process. Another way of saying it, a lot of the decisions, the committee interaction that we have, the ability to testify before committees and share the truth on many of these issues is long gone. It's now just a behind the scenes, behind doors kind of lobbying environment that we're facing. Number of critical issues that are coming up, and the unemployment compensation obviously is one of the critical ones. We thought we were on the right path. We were on the right path, trying to reduce the cost that will be imposed on all of our small business owners to pay back monies under the workers' compensation program. As we know, 8-9 years ago, we were paying $8 per 100 payroll. Then it went up to $25. Then it went up to $75, and now it was projected the low end would be $171 and the high end would be $459 per employee would be the contribution to the workers' unemployment fund. Now this is just not acceptable, particularly in this economy, and we're trying to figure out some way to reduce that issue. But as a result of some bills that failed, particularly the privatization of prisons, that issue now is addressing budgetary issues that money thought to be there is gone. So unfortunately, we're going to be paying more than what we really want to for unemployment compensation. There is a bill coming up this morning at 10:45 in the Senate, Senate Bill 1416, that will in fact address some benefits. I'm not sure what the end result will be, but we're asking for a significant reduction. The numbers are all over the board. The range of $171 to $459 is established based upon those industries that contributed most to unemployment are the ones that will be paying closer to the $459. And we all know how the construction industry is. We obviously have contributed quite a bit. So we have a number of critical issues there. We're hoping for a sizable reduction, but quite frankly, at this juncture, we would be happy with anything. We do have a compromise amendment going in on that bill today at 10:45, so I'll be there for that hearing. Also, our building code bill, House Bill 651 has passed. 651, I'm sorry, has passed all the committees. It's on the floor for special order. The bad backflow preventer language has been removed from that bill. Senate Bill 704 is on the floor for final reading, and we expect that an amendment to be placed on the floor for 704 to make sure that that bad backflow preventer language is removed as well from that bill. I will be speaking at the upcoming TRIO conference to make sure all attendees understand that they don't touch backflow preventers that are attached to fire protection systems. But hopefully this law will be passed to even solidify our position even more. The doctors dispense drugs is another one of those issues. Quite frankly, from sources I heard yesterday in a meeting, close to $3 million worth of lobbying fees have been spent by the pharmaceutical industry to make sure the doctors dispense drugs takes place. The unfortunate thing is they're lobbying before committees saying, oh, it's not a significant change in the cost of workers' compensation. Just a couple pennies in here, a couple pennies there. Well, if it's just a couple pennies, why have they thrown out $3 million for lobbying fees? The NCCI and Kevin McCarthy with the Florida Workers' Compensation, the Department of Insurance oversight. They're arguing $64 million in added workers' comp costs because of doctors dispensed drugs in 2010. The 2011 numbers aren't in yet. They expect it to be over $100 million, but clearly it'll be over $60 million added cost, which means an increase in our workers' comp. Kevin McCarthy has already indicated that if this bill passes, that he will immediately order a 2.5% reduction in our workers' comp costs. So we're fighting that issue, and unfortunately, all of these will come down to the end. All of these decisions will be made on the floor. We'll be in the gallery watching, but there's surely not any opportunity to stand up and raise my hand and be heard. All those committee meetings are gone, so it's now a behind-the-scenes lobbying process. The good news is the Jessica Lunsford Act does appear to be making its way through the process. It has passed both committees in the House. It's on the actually passed the House yesterday. We're in good shape there. And basically, what that does is it allows one statewide license to comply. So, in other words, if you have employees doing inspection, testing, and maintenance or repair work on a system in a public school in 5 different counties, you have to register your employee with 5 different counties. Well, that multiple registration process is gone with the amendment that we placed on the Jessica Lunsford Act bill. You'll just have one license that will be used for all of those counties. So that's the good news. That's all we have for right now. We're going to do an extended report to the last day of legislative session. Actually going to try and bring my cell phone and do some video work of the actual behind the scenes in the hallways of the legislature. So the final closing video should be quite interesting. Thank you and have a good day.